He went by ambulance to the trauma unit, and the surgeon actually performed surgery today. So I'm at my destination. This is the prettiest area to fly on this side of the Mississippi, and I want to show you around. I'm here in Northeast Tennessee, not too far from Jonesborough at Decker Farm Field. Check this place out. We're right in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, right along the Nolichucky River. A lot of farmland in this valley right here. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about this trip. So I've met my friend Adam, and also another guy, Mitch, who I've just met, who's a paramotor pilot. And we decided to camp at this campground. We saw that there is an airport right next to it, which is kind of like a private airport, but the gentleman was nice enough to let us launch there. Super nice guy named Chris. And you can see, guys, the valley that we're in is absolutely beautiful. Tomato plants, all kinds of agriculture right here. Some cows that we can stay away from, but just a beautiful place. Guys, we're not too far from Mountain City, Tennessee, and just next week is going to be Moonshiners Fly-In. And I'm afraid I may have to miss that entire event. I was going to try to get to some of it, but to be honest, guys, I'm getting ready to do some family travel, and so I would miss most of the event. Let's cross this river. This is what the summer's all about. Doing trips like this. It was hard to get my stuff together, camper, my time off of work and all that stuff, but super glad now that I'm here. This was cool. A local pilot dropped in just to say hello. Okay, so I'll show you the setup. We got all the toys here. 3 campers, 3 sets of paramotors, motorcycles. Great little park here. And just on this side of the park, there's an airport. Having a little bit of mixed emotions right now. Mitch had an accident this morning where he had to be taken away by ambulance to the trauma center, and he had surgery on his foot. It looks like they're going to save his toe after the prop strike this morning in the most improbable of ways. You know, he fell during the takeoff and the propeller hit his foot. So thank God he is okay. He's going to be fine, but here I am spending the whole day thinking, do I even want to do this anymore? Do I want to fly paramotor? Too many people get hurt. So part of me says, get right back on the horse and have your flight. I don't know what the right answer is. There's something just speaking to me, telling me this is the time for you to get up in the air and see if you can come to peace with some of these competing emotions. So here we are, guys. We just had a big storm cell go through. and just dumped water on us. Let me show you what the mountains look like right now. All right, so let me tell you guys a little bit about what happened today with Mitch. And if he doesn't want this story out there, I won't share it. But if something he's willing to share, I think a lot of people could learn from it. He's been a trike launcher, but also working on his foot launch skills. Not a ton of experience, I think 50 flights. And last night he took off into the wind. A beautiful job, no worries at all. Well, this morning it was no wind. And when the wind came up, the canopy turned and he was kind of headed towards some trees. Also, he said his hands kind of got stuck in his A-lines and he couldn't let it go. So his reaction was to kind of see if he can just quickly get off the ground by going full power. At least this is my assessment. And what would be otherwise totally routine kind of failed launch, you know, skid forward, his foot got stuck behind him and the cage actually dropped on the foot and the propeller hit his toe, and it ended up being an extremely dangerous situation. He went by ambulance to the trauma unit, and the surgeon actually performed surgery today to reattach the toe, which was nearly severed. So God bless him, he's a good man, and I hope he has a full and speedy recovery. But it just goes to show, guys, if you go to fly-ins, you spend time around your flying community, you'll see hundreds of these types of failed launches that are almost routine. And you'd expect the guy just to pop up and set everything up and launch again, but not today. That was not the case. God, look at this piece of land right here. Sometimes you go to these places that are just a couple hours from your home and you feel like you're on another planet or another continent. An island in the middle of the Nolichucky River. Amazing. I gotta admit, it's pretty sick to be right above this whole mountain range, looking in all the cracks and crevices. Just an amazing perspective. Tomorrow I'd like to spend some more time in here, hiking and riding, and maybe on some Forest Service roads. But wow, just reflecting, I'm very thankful to be in the air right now. Very, very confusing sometimes to be a paramotor pilot. It's what we get to experience. It's so beautiful, so peaceful. And yet sometimes it can be so cruel and so violent. And I think my only role in this community is to encourage people with every single decision you make to prioritize safety. And that's all we can do, guys. It's important that we get out here and live life and enjoy life, celebrate life. That's what we do every time we fly. What we have to do it safely. And so, I guess if the question comes full circle, the lesson would have been, the launch is going bad. Go ahead and just abort it, kill the throttle, turn around and kite that wing down, and then set it up all over again. I know it's work, it's exhausting, it's sweat, it's time consuming, and you were so close the first time, but do it anyway. Set it up all over again, and that's the move. I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. As you spend more time in paramotors, is your perspective on safety evolving? Is this sport too risky, or is the risk worth the reward? Well, Adam and I got out into the forest, do some hiking, do some riding. So this is pretty much exactly what I envisioned when I purchased this bike. The Triumph Scrambler 400X. I wanted to be able to go off-road, National Park service roads and other similar roads in the wilderness. And look at the axles. This is a GoProMax. Little swimming hole there. You do your cold plunge right there.
Yeah. This would be a campsite. Perfect.
All right, so Adam is going to do a sick mission tonight. He's going to cross 4 or 5 miles of forest and go pick up a cheeseburger. So I bailed on this flight. Sorry, Adam. Enjoy it, guy. Well, I stayed local and flew near the airport while Adam made the crossing over the forest to the town of Ozone, Tennessee, where he could land next to a restaurant and order a burger. I just wasn't up for that much of an adventure right now. In the end, it was fortunate that I stayed close to the airport and the truck because I was able to pick up Adam.
What's up, buddy?
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, it was, the adventure just got cut a little short, that's all. Just kicked a rock right into it.
So essentially, when launching, he accidentally kicked a piece of gravel that got into the prop, made it unsafe to fly. Soon it was time to pack up the toys and get back on the road. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I know this was a little bit of a weird episode. If you have any questions about the bike, it's the Triumph Scrambler 400X. Small motor, but perfect for this kind of adventure. Check it out.